Greetings, my friends. This is TrAcy Allen, aka the Cremation Lady, and today it's Sunday afternoon. It's pretty hot here in Spring Valley, where I live, part of San Diego. But I was in deep thought yesterday and thinking about a lot of things that are going on and how to make sure that we have peace of mind in this life, right? And I guess what triggered this was I had a lady that reached out to us to learn about pre-planning, and I gave her all the information, followed up with an email to find out what she thought about this information. And she says, oh no, everything is great. So I'm going to get back to you the first 6 months of 2026. This blows my mind, where I'm like, what? So it caused me to come up with 3 questions that people need to start looking at when you're talking about pre-planning. Actually 4. Do you have a family? Okay. If you have a family, do you know when your date of death is? Do you know where you're going to be when you die? And who or what company will your family call to come pick your body up when that unexpected time comes? So when people don't have the answers to those, and you've reached out to inquire about this type of service, why? What makes you think that you have 6 months? We take for granted that we're going to get the next minute we do our planning, which we should do, right? We should go ahead and make plans for next year's events and all of these different things. But we don't always all get to do those things. And so when you have come to the conclusion that you should have a plan put in place, why take that for granted that you're going to get another 8 or 9 months to get the plan put in place? The goal is to get it, go live your life. Then whenever that time comes, you're taking that burden off of your family so that they don't have to wonder who to call. Because it's in those moments that people find themselves at a loss, at a disadvantage, getting it taken advantage of a lot of times because it's a need at that moment. And whenever we need something, oftentimes it opens the doors to greed. And I'm not saying that every funeral home or every company does that. I'm simply saying that it can happen, and it happens more often than people would like to believe. Unexpected fees and things of that nature. And so planning is about having peace of mind, right? Your peace of mind while you're alive is the only time that you can have peace of mind. Once you're gone, you're gone. If your goal in this life is to make sure that your family doesn't have to worry about this stuff once you're gone, then you do it while you can. And then that gives you peace of mind knowing that you've taken care of this in this life. Your cars, your houses, your money, your favorite people. After you're gone, it means nothing. Now, I know some people might disagree. We all have family and friends that we love, and we believe that once we're gone, we're going to continue to care about those folks. We a lot of times believe that our loved ones that have left us are still looking out for us. It's a nice thought. But do I sincerely believe that my mom is still concerned with what's going on with me in this world? Me personally, I don't. And it's not to diminish anybody else's views on that. It's just how I feel. Okay? Because in the Bible it says, the dead know nothing. I believe that, and again, I'm just talking about my own beliefs, but I believe that we are in an energy that continues to move about, and I don't know what happens to our thoughts and stuff once we're gone. But the concerns of this world, done. So it's only in this life that I get to enjoy my children. You know, I just finished reading this book. Is it upside down? No. I just finished reading this book for my little grandson because I'm recording videos to read to him since they're so far away. I won't get a chance to see him and talk to him for him to really get to know me. So by video, I want to make sure that I do that, right? And so little things like this, I'm doing things to put in place so that I'm leaving a legacy, but I'm also wanting to give my family peace of mind to know that, hey, once mom is gone, she's taking care of the heavy lifting. And it gives me comfort in this life knowing that I've done this. And so another thing that sparked this whole deep thought thing was I was having a conversation with someone that I love dearly. And I was talking about the fact that there are people that need to know what you're doing. If you don't tell people that you have a plan put in place, if they don't clearly understand what to do when the time comes, then having a plan was all for nothing. And so many people are afraid to talk about, oh, when I die. The worst time to talk about this stuff is when you're going through it. So, especially when you know you've got health issues, you do it now. And don't wait until the health issues get worse before you actually put a plan in place. And so we were having this conversation about wills and just everything that needs to be done. And people procrastinate on this stuff. And it just breaks my heart when somebody passes and they didn't get a chance to get stuff done. So I'm on the floor. I won't show you the mess that I've made, but I'm on the floor to organize. I've got like paperwork that I have just neglected over the past couple of months. I think since before I left for Japan, I've just been like, la, 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 I don't even see it, but it's here. And today I am here to attack it. So we're going to handle this paperwork today. But I want to make sure that not only do I have a plan, but I leave this life kind of clean, right? So that when I'm gone, my family doesn't have a bunch of junk to go through. You know, I have a simple life. I don't have a house. I live in an apartment. The car that I drive is actually my daughter's from when I was going through breast cancer, and my car got repossessed. I wasn't working. I had no income. So my car got repossessed. My daughter was over in Guam at the time, and she's like, Mom, just use my car. So I still drive her car. It's been paid off. She's paid it off years ago. So I don't have any real heavy debt. There's just not a lot that anybody has to worry about once I'm gone. So the little things are sometimes the most difficult things, and trying to go through people's paperwork. Oh, nobody wants to do that. So I'm trying to make this easy, you know, keeping things that I know I need. And then there's some things I want to keep for historical purposes for my children. You know, look at Mom's paycheck back in 1980, you know. I want them to be able to see stuff like that. And then it'll be up to them to decide whether they want to keep it or not. I plan on getting myself like a treasure chest of things that I want to keep to pass down. So like I still have my grandmother's suitcase from when she left Lumpkin, Georgia, and moved to Pittsburgh. And it just amazes me. I'm sure she had probably more luggage than just that one little suitcase. But maybe that's all she had, really. But she only had that one suitcase that I have. And it's not that big of a suitcase either. But I have that, and I'm going to keep that to pass down. And some things that I have from my mom. And then some things from me. And I'll have this all in a treasure chest so that my family can, you know, have those things. But I want to make sure that I'm as organized as I possibly can in this life, because again, once I'm gone, it will not matter for me. It will matter to the people left behind trying to walk through this place, if this is where I'm living at the time of death. but trying to walk from, through wherever it is that I live and trying to get everything organized. So, just trying to decide what should they keep, what should they get rid of. So the things that are sentimental to me, I'll put in a, treasure chest. And if it's sentimental to them to keep, then they can have it. I have a daughter and a son, so they'll be able to decide what it is that they want to keep. And if you hear some sort of noise, I'm sitting here by the fan. Like I said, it's hot. And I have my little new headset, which my headset was clashing with my bun, so I'm holding it. But like I said, I wanted to come on and share these things because I want to remind people that we cannot be afraid to talk about the inevitable. And at some point, all of us are going to go. And if you don't talk to your family about what you have in place, or if you plan on putting something in place, if not going to put anything in place, at least tell people if you care about folks. That's just how I see it. Prince said, in this life, you're on your own. Because in this life, you're on your own. Dun, 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 dun. Right? So in this life, you want to leave, those that are left with life, try not to leave a big burden on their shoulders. And I don't want to do that to my family because of fear. Oh, I'm too afraid to even talk about this, so I'm just not even going to do anything to take care of it. Nah. We got it handled. Or we're handling it. And so if something happens to me within the next hour and I don't get this done, well, doggone it, I was trying. We can only do what we can do. But that's it, you guys. I know there was so much yesterday that I wanted to say, and I can't remember it all. That's the reason why you should do it like in the raw. But y'all should know by now that I'm not going to get on camera with my hair sticking up, looking like Don King. And not going to happen. But I hope that this gives you some ideas of things that you can do now. And let me know if you have any questions. Okay? That's it. I am going to say ciao for now. Have an awesome day, but ciao for now. Bye, guys.